Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Anas and today has been a really productive day. I managed to, let me just get some more light on here. Just had to repair this a little bit. I had a loose motor wire. I've been flying today. Not FPV, I haven't put the camera on yet. Here we go, just to get some more light. This is the LV2 frame with the, what are these? These are the Racerstar 1103 8000 kV motors, and this is a 2-inch 2S build. It's got the succex V2 micro flight stack, the 16 by 16, and it's got an XM Plus receiver which I fitted. Last time I tried to do this build, things went wrong, and I've actually had to practice my soldering skills quite a lot to be able to do this build. But I finally managed to do it, and it's just turned out really nicely with the purple, yeah. And these props are pretty good. I was thinking about testing some other props out because I've got some Hulky series from Gemfan, and I thought I'd just change them out. I just had to resolder this, so I'm just gonna test if this actually works, you know. And I guess I should be able to hear it. Whoa, that sounded bad. That sounded really bad. That sounded really bad. Let's just measure continuity. I should have done that before instead of just doing this, and I've probably done something really wrong now. Oh, please don't. Let's see if there's a short somewhere. This shouldn't be good. No, no short there. Let's see here where I just did the soldering. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Oh no. Actually, that's obviously supposed to be like that. I don't know. Did it sound like something smoked? Not really. I'm just gonna test it with the props. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. At least I hope I know what I'm doing. Here we go. Let's test this. Please work. Please work. I hope. Just heard a little crack. Okay. They're all spinning. Good stuff. There we go. Good stuff. Very good. So let's just take this off. And now I need to fit a camera because I haven't got an FPV camera on this yet. Just check, this battery was acting all weird before. 4.32, 4.31. That's great. That's great. That's perfect. Camera. Well, I tried to mount this beeper on it, but the beeping motors actually quite nicely. But the wires are just too. I know this sounds ridiculous, but these wires are too thick. I can't. I tried and tried and tried, and it just the ground just didn't want to stick. So I need a thinner one that, and maybe I could use some of this. But I need my camera. I had an idea to mount a camera onto this drone. If I can find it, it's right here. But you can see it's got 4 plugs because it's got the it's got one for audio, and I don't need the one for audio. I really don't. So what I thought I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this apart. So it's very simple to do. All you gotta look at is that they are the same, right? Yellow? No, they're not. Which one goes? That's the small one goes in, and it goes in like that. So yellow, black, red. Yellow, black, red. Okay. So let's just start with the red one right here. Hopefully this will work. Just lift this, take the red one out, do the same over here. I hope it's the same plug size. I might be lucky. They look the same, don't they? Yeah, kind of. Let me put the red one in here, like that. Push that down. That should be stuck there. That's good. That was the red wire. Let's do the black wire. And black wire goes here. Silence is nice. I was hoping I could just fly a couple of packs FPV. Right, so the red one goes in here, like that, and the black one goes in here, like this. And then the yellow one, that's the last one. And then I'm just gonna have to desolder the audio from the camera. There we go. Because I don't need that. So we got that, and there we go. All done. Now you just gotta use your nail to push these plastic things down, and then that should be a snug fit. That's good. That's the camera. Now I don't need the audio wire anymore, so I guess I can desolder that. So I'm just gonna turn off the light I've got up here because it doesn't like it when I solder and have the light on at the same time. I don't know. So let's just get this heated up. And put it in here. There we go. And I'm just gonna remove this one because I don't need it. Let's get it working. I think this is for Caddx. Anyway, I had some pieces left over. I didn't use this because I had my own capacitor for the drone. And it's underneath. There's actually a hollowed out part like that, but in the middle of the frame, like an oval. And that's big enough for the capacitor to be bent underneath from the flight controller. Let's just see if I can do this. I think I'm going to use a little bit more heat. 360 degrees seems to be very good for this kind of work. And I always tend to use a little bit of solder to start off with. Let's just put this away and use this little one. Here we go. There we go. This, I'm going to use that for telemetry maybe. I haven't got telemetry. I actually fucked up the pad for, excuse my language, for telemetry on the receiver. Pulled the pad, so no telemetry, but I'm going to need this. I'm going to use it for the beeper. That's what I think I am going to do. And because this is a very thin wire, so I can use it for the beeper. And I could always take a piece from this wire because it's nice and long. And it looks like there's a break in the middle anyway. but otherwise I'm gonna leave some of it. So it's always good to have some extra wire, and they're going up there because I don't need that now. Okay, so important part now is figuring out, this is a CCTV camera actually, and it's got an SD slot, and it's got quite a nice lens, and I've been using these before, and I was thinking I'm gonna put it in this drone. So let me just shut off my soldering iron because I don't need that right now. There's no soldering, it's just plug and play, and all I want to see is it lighting up because everything else seems to be working. So just gotta make sure that it gets power, and everything else should be good. This goes in here. That's kind of difficult to get in there. Anyway, I think I might have to take it apart a bit because I need some rubber bands in here as well to hold the camera. I think that's my solution for this build because there are no other ways of fixing this camera to the drone other than rubber bands. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find some, I've got all kinds of colored rubber bands here. Let's just use some colored rubber bands here. I've got a black, it's nice ones. Let's use these. Yeah, let's use the fluorescent yellow ones. So my idea was to pop the hood. Ah yes, now I can actually pop the hood. And then I can get the rubber band around it. I can put the light on again. There we go. So you can better see. Right. So this goes in here, like this. And then my plan was just to put an elastic band, and that's going underneath, like that, and another one on top, and then I'll just fix them. Then I need to plug the thing in. I'm not screwing these tightly in, just need to fix everything just a little bit. I need to plug it in and see if it works. Right. Put the lens cap back on so you don't get any scratches or anything. This really needs to be curled nicely up, this cable, because it's so long. Just needs to go behind here. Hopefully, this would have been a lot easier if I'd done this to start with, of course. Live and learn. Maybe if I go like this. More difficult than I thought. This needs to go in here, and the plug needs to get plugged in. And it needs to be turned the right way to be plugged in. Just stand like this. Here we go. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to take off the standoffs to put the camera in. Just to plug the camera in. Okay. So Oh, lost the screw. We found the screw. Okay, then we pop the hood and lift this up, and then we plug in the camera. Wait a second, that felt wrong. This is the right plug though. Yeah. This is the right plug. Everything should be right here. It should just click in place this. I think it might already be in. Is it? No? Yeah, it's in. It's not going anywhere. There we go. And the camera goes this way. So it's going back in here. And then this one on. Yes. Let's just try and turn on the everything and see how this works. Hopefully it will work. Camera has to flash. Camera's lighting up. That's good. I don't know why it does. Okay, that's good. Okay, screw everything in and try and mount the camera so that it makes sense. I mean, there are other ways you can mount your camera, but I don't have any other way today. This is the only way for me for this one, and I've seen others do it way back. I mean, this frame is old. Like, this is old frame, but it's a nice little frame, and it's fairly cheap, and you can get it on Banggood, you can get it on Wish, and it cost me, I don't know, 58 crowns, so about 20 bucks, maybe a little less. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twist this around here, like so, and I'm gonna do the same with the other one. There we go. And then that should be held kind of in place by the rubber bands. Yeah. And it's probably gonna give a lot of jello, I could imagine. But at least now it's held in place. I don't think things are shorting because they're not touching the it's actually a good enough method. I mean, they're not touching because the rubber bands are kind of isolating everything, but it is just gonna shake around. Maybe it'll steady it, but yeah, that's it. Now now with camera, I think I'm gonna, just so that it doesn't short circuit or anything, I could put some sticky tape down at the bottom and then glue it in. I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna get a piece about this size, just a little piece like this, sorry, and I'm gonna put it in underneath. Just gonna try and put it in underneath here, and then use a pair of tweezers, put it in place. Let's put it here. Oh. That worked very well. Yeah, it's a little tricky. but I think this will work marvelous. Just so that if it does touch something, it's going to touch something spongy and not anything else. And then if I'm really good at this, I should be able to peel this off underneath it. I need some other tweezers. There we go. And then push it down onto the pad. There. And then these are just going to stabilize it. Going to try and see if I can get it very straight. There we go. That's good. Okay. Now I would love to have another rubber band just so that it holds up against it, I think. And I think I might be able to do that if I go like this, take this up again. It's going to be this one, the purple one. That's not a good one. Okay, another yellow one. And try and see if I can pop this over the whole thing. Like that. That seems good. And then I'm going to tighten this. So that's pretty tight in there. It doesn't have any camera angle at all. It's just flat, which is what I wanted, because I want to film with this, obviously, since it has the SD card slot and nothing is hitting. That's perfect. Yeah. So that's it for me. My nice little 2-inch build. I'm just gonna change the props and go for a fly and see how it feels. And if everything is nice, then you'll probably see footage from this. I haven't loaded my battery up for my goggles, so it's just gonna be line of sight. That's it. And but that's also fun sometimes, you know, especially with a fresh new build. So get building and stay tuned for more content. And as always, oh yeah, remember to like and subscribe down below and comment. Please comment and share the channel, whatever you want. And thank you for watching. And as always, fly hard.